Haley House exists to serve the community's most vulnerable populations: the elderly, ex-criminal offenders, youth exposed to gang violence, individuals who are statistically prone to poor health, families affected by food insecurity, and homeless men and women. In our early years, our goal was to meet critical needs. Our soup kitchen, food pantry, clothing room, and permanent affordable housing were all created to not only fight hunger and homelessness, but also to reaffirm the dignity of those in need. Over time, we have deepened our focus on meeting critical needs and have expanded to offer innovative alternative solutions to address these issues at their root causes. Our on-site job training program at the Bakery Cafe, Take Back the Kitchen cooking classes for school children, and transitional employment program for individuals coming home from incarceration highlight a few ways that we are seeking to use food as a way to foster economic independence, transform communities, and address these problems at their root. At Haley House, put simply, we seek to give people the opportunity to become whole. This means meeting basic needs through our food and housing programs, diminishing health disparities through our emphasis on healthy food in our cooking classes, and reaffirming individual dignity by giving people from all walks of life the opportunity for economic independence through employment and job training. Through these programs, we hope to dismantle the societal barriers that separate us by actively challenging them and by modeling the kind of society that we wish to see. At Haley House, we are bold and innovative, and we can boast a series of firsts. We were the first homeless service provider to create permanent affordable housing in Boston. We are unique in providing our direct services with a 100% volunteer staff. And with our Bakery Cafe, as the first full-service cafe in the Dudley Square area, we were the first to not only offer healthy food in a sit-down cafe setting, but also to offer space where a variety of programming can find a home, especially in the evenings where entertainment options in the neighborhood are scarce. Our partnerships with the Office of the Mayor, as well as the Boston Police Department, are evidence of the hope and trust that our ingenuity has generated over time. We believe that social change is incremental and begins at the individual and later the community level. As a multifaceted organization, our relatively small size allows us to ensure that our programs are individualized and impact each other. For example, members of our transitional employment program are able to share their life stories with the wider community at Art is Life Itself, our weekly culture and open mic night. Soup Kitchen guests have been able to secure housing through our own housing program. We believe that the quality and efficacy of our programming stems directly from our holistic, personalized approach. Each program at Haley House tracks its success through a variety of qualitative and quantitative methods. Our cooking classes track behavior and attitude changes in our youth participants. Our housing program tracks the tenant length of stay, which averages 8.2 years. Our soup kitchen tracks number of meals served, over 35,000 each year. And our transitional employment program tracks the lowered recidivism rate of participants, which for program graduates is less than 5%. But more than numbers, Haley House gathers qualitative feedback from tenants, customers, clients, guests, volunteers, and staff alike to ensure constructive, honest evaluation of our programs. One of the most unique programs at Haley House is the Live-In Community. A program that has existed since our inception, the Live-In Community is a group of 6 to 12 residential volunteers that manage and coordinate all of our direct service programs. For 1 to 2 years, people from all walks of life dedicate themselves to service and living in community. It is a time for challenging one's views on privilege and prejudice and an immersion into a lifestyle of service and social justice. By far, our proudest achievements at Haley House are those where we have been successful in building relationships and bringing neighborhoods and communities together. Our social enterprise cafe in a distressed neighborhood has spearheaded the gradual revitalization needed to bring new opportunity to the community. Our soup kitchen, in a now affluent neighborhood, has sparked interest and involvement from neighbors who both volunteer and hold community meetings in our space, bringing people together who might otherwise not know one another. A collaboration with the soup kitchen's neighboring school introduces children with special needs to gardening and then making tasty, healthful dishes. As a multifaceted organization, at times it has been a challenge to display the organizational unity of Haley House. We must work especially hard to cross-fertilize between our programs because we believe that balance and integration ensures that we are offering a model that truly reflects our vision of a more just society. With additional resources, we would expand the programs that directly respond to the most pressing and foundational needs. We would be able to provide a living wage for the folks that form the heart and soul of our bakery cafe. We would develop a new teaching kitchen space with a focus on enabling transitional employment program participants and Take Back the Kitchen youth to learn informed, conscious eating knowledge and cooking skills. We would create more affordable housing for people in transition, especially those re-entering or entering the workforce for the first time. And we would develop urban agriculture spaces and rooftop gardens in our neighborhoods. Moving forward, Haley House could increase the variety and quantity of job placement opportunities post-training program, improve the marketing of our bakery cafe, catering, and wholesale products, and expand our cafe hours to be open for more dinners and entertainment as a way to bring life and activity to a neighborhood bereft of these options.